tonight. I'm going to let you know who I'm picking. First of all, you know I'm picking North Carolina. I'm also picking Michigan State over LSU. I'm picking Duke over Virginia Tech. And I'm picking Houston over Kentucky. Put in the chat room, who do you think is going to win? So our first four of the Elite Eight, Texas Tech, will play Gonzaga on Saturday, tomorrow at 6:09. Virginia will play Purdue at 8:49. So we got two matchups of number 3s versus number 1s. Big L says guard 6'6", Jared Culver is the best player in the NCAA tournament. He is, I don't know. The young man Edwards can ball, but not getting any publicity. All you hear about is Zion. Facts. You will continue to hear Zion. But Jared Culver is definitely a top player in this year's tournament. Duke shouldn't be playing today, but no spilled milk here. Auburn better not hit threes. UNC may be in trouble. Yeah, that is how you upset these big name teams. You have to come in. You gotta shoot threes. You gotta punch them in the mouth at the beginning to catch them off guard. And Auburn, yeah, you're right. Auburn better not hit threes because I don't want to see that happen. I do not want to see that happen. So as we get to this weekend, when this weekend is over, we will have the Final Four. And on Monday's show, I'll be doing the nightcap of the weekend wrap-up at 8 Central. I'll have Blake Cochran, editor of KeepingItHill.com, SB Nation's Keeping It Hill. We'll be previewing the Final Four, so make sure to tune in for that. Alabama hires Buffalo's Nate Oates as their new head coach. You know that they replaced Avery Johnson. I posed this question on Tuesday. What is Avery Johnson going to do next? But Buffalo's head coach, Nate Oates, it was almost like as soon as that game was over with, they were immediately faxing over or emailing over that contract to Nate Oates once Buffalo was eliminated. Mo Cheese says, I still have UNC versus Duke in the chip, so I'll stick to it. I've got UNC Gonzaga. I would love to see UNC Duke Part 4. You know I would love to see that. So NCAA March Madness continuing to go. Like I said, we'll have the Final Four come Sunday. Let's get into Major League Baseball, which has started. MLB opening season has kicked off yesterday. Fun fact, there are 0 active players from the 1900s with this MLB season starting. So there's 0 active players that were active between 1900 and 1999, which is huge. That just shows the youth in the game of Major League Baseball, but they are still far behind NBA and NFL. They're trying to improve it, but they're still far behind. But they have the youth, which if you have youth, you have more people going to baseball. You've got a shot to continue to improve the Major League Baseball and what makes it exciting. So they've got a shot to gain back some viewership, but Major League Baseball has kicked off. We already have a trade. The first day of the season, there's a trade. The Toronto Blue Jays trade Kendrick Morales to the A's. So we'll see what happens there. Bryce Harper is the top MLB selling jersey. He breaks Aaron Judge's streak. And Bryce Harper is not even the best player. Bryce Harper is probably the 3rd or 4th best player. Mike Trout is the best player and no one knows who Mike Trout is. If you've seen Mike Trout walking on the street, you would just think he's a regular guy. And Major League Baseball fails at that. Arkansas fires Mike Anderson, man who went to 4 of the past 5 tournaments and never had a losing record. And this team was all freshmen and sophomores, no seniors. Yeah, that's hard to see him go, too. The Jacob DeGrom of the Mets, he goes into the record books. He allows 3 runs or fewer in an MLB record 30 straight starts. And he got a huge contract for the Mets, and that's why he got that. The Chicago Cubs, any Cubs fans out there, the Cubs actually demolish my Rangers 12-4. Oh my God. How do you beat a team 12-4 in the opener? Come on, Rangers. That's how we gonna start off this season. I don't have that much to look forward to. I'm gonna be honest. This team is not at all playoff caliber. So, you get what you pay for. Said Galloway says Mike Trout doesn't want to do media. The Angels have tried. He just wants to play baseball. I get that. But you need to at least MLB have TMZ follow him around or something. Like you gotta be sneaky. If Mike Trout doesn't want to be in the media, you have to bring the media to Mike Trout. That is the answer. But I get it. I mean, he doesn't want to, but he is the best player though in Major League Baseball. Ben, who's the rookie of the year in the NBA? Thank you, Mo Cheese, for that question from the chat room. And guess who it is? In my opinion, I think it's Luka. I think it's Luka Doncic. I'm not being biased, but he's had multiple triple doubles, and he has shown that playing since he was 14 years old is showing in his game right now. Now, I do think Trae Young has been a great player, but I don't think Trae Young is the rookie of the year. I think it's Luka, in my opinion. As of right now, he is averaging 19 points a game. Now, I would definitely say Trae Young has made a strong push in the second half of the season, but I don't think he's done enough over the entire season to be the rookie of the year. So I'm gonna go with Luka Doncic for rookie of the year. My pop says UNC's White is out sick, so going to affect their perimeter defense. UNC still should win if Johnson and Little take up the slack. Now I thought Nasir Little was out. I didn't know Kobe White was out too. That may be, we could have some problems here if Kobe White is out. But I think it's the other way around, Pops. I think it's Nasir Little is battling an illness. I don't know if he's going to be playing. They're saying, he's uncertain to play. So we'll see what happens. The LA Dodgers hit 8 home runs on opening day. That is greatness right there. 8 home runs on opening day. Gets all your fans excited. What better way to start the season than to hit 8 home runs? So let me go back to the stats that I just had. So Luka is averaging, Luka has 1,478 points. Trae Young has 1,418 points. If you look at field goal percentage, Luka is up on that as well. If you look at three-point percentage, he's a little bit below. But that's my guy. That's my guy to win the MVP, Rookie of the Year, excuse me. Actually, it's Little that's out with the flu, calling it a game-time decision. Yeah. That is going to hurt. So we'll see what happens around game time. Let's go into some UFC news before we end the show. We got about 4 minutes, and I have a sad story if you like the Alliance of American Football League. But Tyrone Woodley and Robbie Lawler will face off at Fight Night on June the 29th. Johns Bones Jones and Amanda Nunes will be headlining UFC 239 in Vegas. You know that's going to be a great one. Bones Jones will be going up against Thiago Santos. Nunes will be going up against an old foe, Holly Holm. You remember how Holly Holm ended Ronda Rousey's career? Like, her career ended that night. When she got knocked out, as she was going to the ground, she was like, I really don't have to do this anymore. I could go and make money in the WWE. As she's falling to the ground, that's what was going through her mind. And she fought one more time, and that was a wrap. Also, Henry Cejudo will face off against Marlon Moraes on June the 8th. So UFC continuing to put, I think, quality fights on TV. Shout out to ABM. Thank you for tuning in. Also, shout out to Miss Girly Girl. ABM killing it with the post-up show. Let the chat room know if you'll be on later as well on the second half. Little participating in shoot around. He will play. He's a Tar Heel, not not a Blue Devil. I love that, ABM. You were my hero for putting that in the chat room. Mighty Mouse left the UFC. Just saw that. Yeah, that was a couple months ago too, Mo. He left for one championship fighting. Actually, they did kind of a trade with him and a guy named Askew. Can't remember his first name. So Tar Heel Nation, stand up. We will win tonight, no matter what. If Little is out, I know that will affect us. But ABM breaking down the news, breaking news saying he was at shoot around and that he will play. So I'm leaning towards ABM. But the Alliance of American Football League, before we end the show, is in jeopardy of folding. Womp, womp, womp. As much as I love this league, if they don't have the backing by the NFL, which it sounds like that's part of the problem, it will fold. A league cannot exist without the NFL's help. So XFL, I don't know what type of package or plan that you have, but it better be good enough to withstand without having the NFL's help. So what the story is that the NFLPA is not allowing young players to come over. So we'll see. The AAF may not be around after this year, which I was talking highly about it because I thought that they were going to be partnering with the NFL, but we'll see what's going to happen. You guys have a good rest of your day. I will be ending the show. Coming up next on the network, we should have Fearless Passion coming on at 6. Also, DJ Knox coming on at 4 Central. So you guys have a good rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Weekend wrap-up will be on Monday evening, 8 p.m. Central, right here on XWAD Radio. Have a good rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Kiss them, hug all your family members, love them while they're here. I'm out. Peace.